Hey everyone, this is the Cow Says Moo, and you're watching the exploits of Cowgamel Episode 11, a Let's Play for Minecraft 1.2.3 with a bunch of mods. I'm here in my mining facility, as you see, and I did just a little bit of mining off camera, but I quickly got bored with it and did a bunch of cosmetic stuff instead, mainly over in the laboratory. I did update the journal though. The journal's now up to Volume 3, and I've got ready for Episode 11. Volumes 1 and 2 are over here. So if you download the world, you'll be able to find them there. Last episode was Episode 10, and there was a world download in the description link there, a link to the download in my Dropbox account. If you're interested, go ahead and grab that. I think I also put my configuration files. It might not be in episode 10, it might be back in episode 1, but if it's not in episode 10, I will go back and edit that in too. So I think for the most part, I'm just primarily going to show off the new changes to the lab. So let's head over there, and then eventually we'll get started on some new stuff today. So not really any changes here to these caves. Come on. Here we go. Alrighty. Let's go upstairs first here. So this is kind of the DNA lab, and as you can see, I have definitely made some changes. First off, I changed the floor. I didn't really quite like that white up against these DNA vats. The bottom of the vats are gray, and I thought they matched the stone better, so I switched up the floor and changed those pedestals. It was done in the same way, though, with just covers, or no, panels, and then pedestals. I added this chalkboard here. That's just basalt cut real thin, and then with a trim of wood. Added this metal table with a little chair and a shelf with a bunch of experimenting components. It doesn't look like stuff from the fossil mod or a lot of other mods show up quite right on these shelves. Obviously that's a sign, and it should be a little conch shell, but I think the sign looked fine there, so I just left it. I added this little area over here, and I added some trim around these skeletons. I think it looks pretty sharp. This room is definitely getting much better. Just added a workbench and a chest, a little requester system, and some analyzers, mostly for show there, and the archaeology workbench. Didn't do much up here, really. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like anything's new there. I did, however, move the collector over into this room instead, and it looks like it's working away pretty good. Where are you, punk? You here? Nope. Interrupting my show. Oh wow, he's on my porch with my doggy. Yeah, see, the doggy's out here. Good dog. Be careful where you step out there, though. I did close off this bedroom just a little bit. I haven't added any other decoration or anything, but I closed it off. Wanted a little private sleeping area for when I was spending some long nights here in the lab, and just put some iron bars up there so I could hear what's going on still. And then the rest of the changes are down on the bottom floors, so we'll go down there. So this, as I said, is kind of just going to be a sitting area where I can relax and think about what I'm learning. I moved all the stuff that was up here against this wall. This is the requester system to the sorter. Added this nice fireplace, just with some brick panels and a little trim, and these are a couple more shelves. I haven't put anything on them. I might put trophies of some sort there. A couple little paintings in this nice little bar area. Two little seats that belly on up to the bar here. And nice little fridge and some cabinets. Marble countertops, of course. Sink, stove, crafting bench. So all that's available down here on the bottom floor. A little vent for the stove. Some shelves full of some tasty beverages and fruits and bread. So I think this area is really starting to come around a little bit. I did put these covers up on the ceiling to hide the marble from the floor above. I might, in the long run, change them to just half blocks so it's just marble on top and wood on the bottom, because these covers do prevent me from putting things like torches up on the top row. I can't put anything up there. But for right now, it's not a big deal. The only thing I was running into is I was expecting to get some 1x2 paintings here, but I think I like these alright, so we might leave it. We'll see. This is supposed to be kind of some sort of coat rack or something, but not quite there. We'll see what I can do with it, though. Moved just my normal cooking stuff over here. Alloy craft bench as well. Might get rid of everything but that alloy furnace, because I've got one in here. We'll see. I haven't quite decided what to do with the foyer yet. I did also add a nice little secret area. It's not accessible from this floor, so let's go up to the second floor and I'll show it off, I guess. I was trying to decide whether to tell you or not. Just leave it as kind of an Easter egg, but I think I'm going to tell you about it. So over here, there is a button, and you can't really see it because it blends in with the stone wall pretty much perfectly, which is nice unless you hover right over it. So you push the button, and it opens up this area. Go down the stairs. And I've got some cells down here. And I'll be doing something with these cells pretty shortly. I'm not quite ready to do them yet, I don't think. Today I want to do a automatic farm, one that I've been talking about for a little while. But they'll be coming up. And I might add another little area back here where I can do another little kind of hidden secret lab. To operate and test on these subjects over here. And they're just simple little 5x5 cells with some iron bars and a metal door so you can't get out of them from the inside. So there we go, and the exit from this comes up here. And just smooth stone stuff. Oops. And then you've got a panel and it brings you out into the kitchen here. And you can't see that either. Ta-da! Pretty nice little secret area. I had fun making that. I also did a little bit of research in Thaumcraft and have been harvesting my crystals. That crystal farm's working great. Sorry, not paying attention. I'm talking. Here we go. Buttons and metal doors. Not exactly a winning combination, but for right now it'll work still. Let's see. What did I get here studying? Didn't do a whole lot, but I've got some more lost knowledge, some forbidden knowledge, and one eldritch knowledge. And I did get one theory, a Crucible of Souls, but it's tricky. So I'm kind of holding on to it until I get some more bookshelves and have a better chance of getting it. I pretty much burnt up all of my rare artifacts, and I guess I've just got a few uncommon left too. So I just studied those. They have a higher percentage of success on the rare ones. They don't necessarily give you anything better. You, for the most part, just get fragments, but you have a higher percentage of success. So that's why I gave those a try. And since I've already showed them on camera once, I figured you didn't need to see them again. Obviously, I also added some of those stone paintings. I don't quite know what's going on here. It looks like a nether portal and some crazy creatures, but yeah, that's still pretty awesome, isn't it? Did a good job on that. Alright, so let's head down and go over to the farm area where I think I'm going to build a farm, like I said. Got an area all cleared out. Man, I'm having a problem with doors for some reason. Must be lagging just a little bit. As you can see, the farms are progressing pretty well. I've got quite a few chickens over here. And I think I've got 60 eggs in my sorting chest system. if I wanted them. Wow, there's a bunch more there. Maybe I'll just pop in there real quick and grab those. Do have a problem with them escaping every now and then, but that's okay. I did add that promised little fishing cabin down there. Looks like my boat got away from me a little bit, but I've got a nice little dock down here with a boat that I can go over there, and then that boat's supposed to be at that little dock on the other side that you can't quite see. And it's a very simple little hut. I don't think I'll bother showing it to you. There's not much there. One little chest and a crafting desk, I think. How many eggs did I get from that? Holy crap, 10 eggs. Yeah, they're definitely producing there. That's cool. Oh, come on. No chickens from it. I should have about 5 sheep here, I think. 6 sheep. Yeah, I've been breeding them a little bit here and there. Cows haven't been quite so fortunate. They've been climbing up these trees and killing themselves still. Stupid cows. Just a couple pigs. Not as interested in pigs, but they were around, so I grabbed them. And the wallow looks pretty good. I think that turned out pretty nice. I did do a little reading about these fireflies, and it's a known bug with this version. It's fixed in the next ones. So for right now, I guess I can just stick them on the south side of trees to make them look good. Little disappointing, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. So this is where I'm going to put the farm, obviously. I cleared up some space here. Got a nice big area. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put a melon and pumpkin farm here. It seems a little more appropriate than wheat. I don't know why exactly, but it just feels better for some reason. So I think I'm just going to put that right here. I've got all the components I need, I believe, so we'll just go ahead and get started on the components. I don't think I'm going to bother with a pumpkin melon planter because that really only has to happen one time, and then after that point it's pretty useless, but I will definitely use the harvester. So let's look at the pumpkin harvester real quick. For that you need some pumpkins and melons, and you need a logger. So first we got to make that logger, which is a sturdy machine. So I already got some bronze blocks ready for it. And then 4 diamonds. I am not swimming in diamonds anymore, so that's kind of expensive, but not too bad. In the long run, it'll totally be worth it. These pumpkins I found when I was out searching around for the bees in episode 10 plus, that little bonus episode. I ran into some pumpkins along the way. I could have just planted my melons and transmuted them with my philosopher's stone to get them, but I happened to find some along the way, so I used those instead. So why isn't that working? Oh, because I haven't put my glass in yet. Okay. There we go. So I have a pumpkin harvester. For Buildcraft engines, you need to or machines, you need to have power from an engine. So I think I'm going to use a steam engine for right now. I do have plans to start pumping some oil soon, and depending on how long this runs, I might even do that, a little bit of that this episode. We'll see. I did set up another room for it that I haven't shown you yet, so I'll show you that for sure and see what the time looks like, and maybe get that started today too. So I've got power. I already created an ender chest to drop all the pumpkins and watermelon slices in, so I got that. I got my harvester, got a redstone torch, got a little fuel, got some seeds, and I remembered to bring my hoe. Oh boy, I'm all set. Yeah. So let's place this harvester here in the center. Ta-da. And I'm just going to place an ender chest next to it for it to dump everything out in. And I'll place an engine next to it as well. And we don't need to turn it on yet. Let's start digging some areas here. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I want a walkway around the outside, so maybe we'll just go like here for some water. Just a little trench. Is that right? That'll work? Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no problem. So what I'm counting is just the area to make water saturated, farmland saturated. So yeah, oops. Let's place this water bucket. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want these. Sorry, being an idiot. There we go. And I think I'll put pumpkins on the inside. Sure. There we go. That's a good start. And then we'll get some melons going here. Misclick that. Not an idiot, just can't aim. Alright, so once they grow, they'll get their little sticks way up there and then just pop out a melon on this side, hopefully. Here, actually, to make sure, I'm just going to get rid of these for right now. I will obviously be extending these farms around, but for the time being, this will do. That way they all aim in the right direction. And I brought a few bones with me so I could get it all tested out and make sure it's working before I spend too much time on it. I actually haven't done a pumpkin melon seed farm before, which is another reason why I wanted to do it. But it looked pretty straightforward, and I've done like wheat farms and stuff like that before, so pretty similar. But this is actually a lot simpler because melons and pumpkins are persistent. I mean, you don't have to replant them. Alrighty, so I'll give that just a couple minutes here. I will go ahead and cut the camera and let it start growing a couple things, and then we'll turn on this engine and make sure that everything's working here. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, I've got several pumpkins and a few melons growing there, which is good enough to test this thing out. Couldn't help myself. I also was doing some cosmetic stuff. I've got a little underpass going here so you don't have to go walking through this farm once it's all set up. But anyway, we'll test out this steam engine, and as I said, eventually I'll probably replace this steam engine with some probably teleport pipes from a oil and fuel refinery center. But for right now, this is going to work just fine. So I'll load it up with some charcoal and apply redstone current. And it should start working. And we'll see what happens here. Make sure that things pop into this chest. Might take it a second to get up to speed, but that's alright. We'll see here. Oh yeah, there they go. Yep. And they're popping into the ender chest, and since it's all green, they're getting extracted into the sorting system. So there we go. And for right now, this won't run permanently because it's got a limited supply of charcoal. But it looks like it's working. And I've got nothing for it to do for right now, so I'll go ahead and turn that off. And I'll go ahead and set up the rest of the farm over here. And we will check it out after that. Be back in a few more minutes. Alright guys, I'm back. As you can see, I planted more of these and used up the rest of my bone meal to get them all, well, not all of them yet, all grown up, and some of them have already started producing, which is great. I also added this kind of, it'll be a jack-o'-lantern eventually. He's just, or it'll be a scarecrow. It's just a jack-o'-lantern on top of a pillar right now, but eventually I'm going to turn all these torches here into scarecrows. Haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet. Apparently putting a pumpkin down on this column is a little wonky. I couldn't do it. I had to build a little dirt pole and then attach it to that and then put that underneath it, but I'll continue playing around and see if I can't get a scarecrow. I think right now I want to go back up and get a little bit more bone meal and get the rest of these figured out. And I used up all my seeds, so once I get a few of these growing, I'll also request some of them and get some more seeds. So maybe I will show you the little bit I've done in the treehouse. I haven't done a whole lot, but I did add a requester system up there connected to the sorter. And the tropical bees are doing fine, the one hive that I've got going so far. Oh, come on. I am definitely lagging a bit today. Don't know what's going on with that. Might have to reboot after this game, maybe. Alrighty, so just up in this up in the rubber tree, I added a little connection to my sorting system. So let's request a few bone meal. There we go. Something like that. And I've got a few pumpkin slices in here now, so let's request those and get a few more seeds. And pumpkins, yeah, got 5. Well, I'll take them. Make sure I've got everything all planted up there. There we go. Rounded out my seed supply. And I'll show you these bees real quick, because they shouldn't be active at the moment, so they won't be poisoning me, little fuckers. Did I just say that? Sorry, little bastards. Yeah, looks like I got 12 silky combs. That's cool. I've had this running probably through 3 or 4 iterations now, and I got 12 silky combs. So I'll be able to get some silk out of it eventually. Make myself maybe an apiary suit and put it up in that chest up there, so those bees don't sting me anymore. I did find out that poison won't kill you, which I guess is fortunate. When they sting you, the poison from them lasts 2 full minutes, which is just crazy. But it'll only take you down to half a heart and leave you there as you regenerate. So at least it doesn't kill you. Let's see, what am I missing here? Looks like I'm missing a melon there. And, oh, I didn't even hoe this side. This side looks like it's pumpkins. And that side should be all good. This side might have a couple empty. Let's see. Nope, it looks good. Okay, I think that's everybody for right now. And I'll get these corners and add a couple more here and there off camera. You don't need to see everything I'm doing here. But we'll get this engine back working since it looks like things are growing pretty quick. Actually, let's get all the little plants up to actual producing mode first, and then set up that engine again. May as well maximize that charcoal a little bit. Since it's not free. It's cheap, but it's not free. The heck? Why did you produce that there? Oh, I probably didn't plant there. That's probably why. Stupid thing. I'll fix that. last of my bone meal. I should have got just a couple more. That's alright. Close enough. Cut you down. Wow, lots of them from that one. Oh, that spot. And you were a melon. There we go. Alright, good enough to start up my engines. And at this point, I think I'm just going to leave it running. So I've got an automated farm here, and I will, as I said, add the rest of the seeds around the corners and stuff like that, and try to figure out how I want to do these scarecrows as well. But I think I will leave that for right now and show you my little Buildcraft room and maybe get started on a quick quarry too. Or not quarry, oil pump. I found a few oil when I was exploring around. One of them's fairly close in this jungle actually, so I think I'll start there. It's not really huge, but it'll get me started. Alrighty, dump off some of this extra stuff I've got on me. That'll work. And let that hoe heal back up. I pulled that hoe from the mining workshop, but that's okay. Anyway, the Buildcraft room, which is where the oil and refinery and stuff will go, is down this same tunnel as the sorting room. I figured that's a good place to keep it safe. And it's just a simple room here. These will be oil, these will be fuel. Got a little ladder going down to give these things a little extra height. And I'll have probably some combustion engines up top, pulling from some water. That'll be down on the bottom. Line the walls maybe with them. And a refinery or two in the middle here. So that's that. And let's go ahead. I think I've got enough time. Let's go ahead and get some pump stuff happening. Let me cut the camera for right now and do just a little bit of preparation, and then we'll do that. Alright folks, I'm back in the laboratory here. Just figuring out what I need to pump oil from a remote site into my Buildcraft room. What I think I'm going to need is a pump, 4 redstone engines to operate the pump, and 2 redstone engines to power those, some dirt so I can get it all set up, 2 liquid teleport pipes, and 4 gold waterproof pipes. I think that's everything I'm going to need, and I've got most of that on me, so we'll just get started making these, and then head down to the Buildcraft room and get that set up, and then head on out and try to find that oil that I found already. I did put it on the map, so we should be able to find it, no problem. Let's just grab all that waterproofing, or potential waterproofing, and turn that in to waterproofing, and we'll need some gold pipes, so I got those, and I'm going to be using quite a bit of this, so I'll just go ahead and make 2 sets. We're only going to need 4 waterproofs right now, so I think that's all I'm going to waterproof. And just throw the rest of that in here for now. Let's make the pump next. So for the pump, you need a mining well, and that is this. So actually I should have clicked that first, shouldn't I? There we go. So you need an iron pickaxe, so we'll get that started. Again, it has to be undamaged. And we need an iron gear. So we'll get that going here. And it looks like everything else is just base components. And I didn't get any redstone, of course. So we'll get that one redstone. see. Try that again. So 1 redstone, iron gear, iron pickaxe. There we go, mining well. And to turn it into a pump, all you need is a tank on top of it, so that's easy enough. There we go, pump. So we've got our pump. Let's make our redstone engines. They're pretty easy. I've already got the pistons for them here, and it looks like I've already got the gears for them here too, so that's good. There we go, redstone engines. And all they require to operate is just a redstone torch. They don't supply much power, but they'll supply 4 of them will supply plenty to activate the pump. So I've got engines, torches, pump. We need the teleport pipes. I should have a bunch of those still left, I think, because I made up a big batch before. There we go, and we'll have to waterproof those bad boys. Alright, so 2 waterproof teleport pipes, 4 golden waterproof pipes, the redstone torches, redstone engines, pump, and some building supplies here. I think we're good. Let's head back down to that little Buildcraft room I showed you and get those tanks ready to receive oil, because all I did was build them. I didn't set up any pumps or pipes or anything. So let's head down here and get behind them. And we'll probably run into a cave back here. I think there was a cave, but that's okay. Well, oh, no, not in this one. Oh yeah, there it is. There we go. And we just want the teleport pipes coming in. And gold pipes going out to each of these. And we will set this to frequency 1, can receive true, obviously, because we want all of our stuff coming into this location. And just to keep it all uniform, I'll get rid of this marble and add smooth stone. Just to make it all consistent and pretty. There we go. So that should be ready to receive oil coming in. And now all we have to do is go find an oil source. And as I said, I found a couple of them and marked them on my map here. It'll probably be down near the end because it was one of the ones I found later. 206.71, that's like 300 away from me. Let's check out this one. Turn it back on. I've got them hidden so I don't have a bajillion things on there. Yeah, only 130 away. That's not bad at all. We'll go hit that one. And I just want to double check one more time before I get out there. Pump, redstone engine. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. We'll go traipsing through the jungle and find this oil. Which was, I'm pretty sure it was actually in the jungle. I think this one was. There was one that was. Where are we heading here? That way. Oh, let me up. Thank you. Yeah, whatever. Doo-doo-doo. Well, maneuvering through a jungle can be kind of a hassle, can't it? Probably faster than trying to actually get my way through that jungle. Almost down to 50 meters away, so we're getting there. Yeah, I hear you, zombie. You're not what I'm looking for right now. Oh. There we go, sunlight again. And we're over this way just a little bit. Hey, chicken, is there oil around here? Yes, there is. There we go. Little oil. So, that's not too bad. Clear out just a little bit of this so I can get to it easily. There we go. And let's get my dirt out. And we want the pump directly over this source block right here. So we'll come on out here. Looks like we need to go up one more. There we go, and the pump will go right there. And then we'll get rid of this one and put our 4 engines around it. And set up some places to put our redstone torches. That'll work. And then set up our pipes. We need a golden waterproof and that. And this needs to be set to the same frequency, which was 1. It doesn't need to be able to receive, because we're just pumping oil out of here. And power it up. There we go. Give that a couple minutes, and we should start seeing oil go once these engines start moving. Looks like it's getting dark here. Hopefully this starts going soon so I can head back. There we go. Oils start flowing. Looks like it's going to head back. I'll get the camera, get back to the Buildcraft room, and show you that it's actually working there at that end. And I think that'll probably be it for this episode. So I'll see you in just a couple more minutes. Bye. Alright folks, I'm back here in the lab. Let's head down to the Buildcraft room and see how it's going down there. On the way I ran into a couple zombies and a couple crystals, so I've got quite a bit of more stuff actually for Thaumcraft. We'll have to get some more research going on that too. Alright, here we go. Make sure everything's flowing in right on this end. Oh yeah, looks great. Getting a little bit of oil. So once we get a good flow on that, maybe get a bit, I will try setting up a refinery and turning it into fuel, and then we can set up some combustion engines and pump it out wherever we need it. I don't think I'm going to have too much that needs it here in this area, but once I move over closer to the village, I'm probably going to set up more, because there's desert and farmland and plains and stuff out there that's a lot easier to build in. So I'll probably do that out there. So I think that'll probably wrap it up for this episode, episode 11. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next one, have fun and keep mooing.